I was looking for an apartment here in Tip City because I wanted to be close to work, and drove around, looked at different places, and found one downtown. So 1 week later, I get home and there's this bright pink piece of paper on the door. I pulled up and saw that it was advertising the bookstore, which I live above, as being on the Sci-Fi Channel as one of the most haunted places on the TV show Haunted Collector. And I thought to myself, what in the world have I gotten myself into?
On this episode of Haunted Collector.
The bookstore was built in 1871.
I'll see an apparition of a little boy. We leave toys in here. They move constantly.
Whoa!
The only way to get into my apartment is alleyway access door. And so there's a door that I walk into, and then there's the hallway to my apartment. In the time it takes to walk down that alley, my mind can come up with all kinds of scenarios on what could be on the other side of that door, even though nothing's ever been there. All right, Ginghamsburg. This week we're talking about fear, and I'm gonna face one of mine. One I didn't know I had, and so that's why I brought two of the biggest and strongest guys I could find. Right now we're going downstairs into the basement. When I first moved in, I had a really hard time with it. I had a hard time sleeping. If I let my mind go there, I could convince myself it was real. I actually thought I heard screaming the other night. And I was like, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that, and I'm doing my dishes. All right, so we are in the basement of the bookstore.
Yep.
There's Derek and Jake.
Oh boy.
Dude, I'm gonna get closer to them.
So, Lindsay, are you scared right now?
I'm cautiously trying to be brave. This is my big strong man that's supposed to protect me. The root of all fear is it's the unknown. It's not knowing what to expect, not knowing what's around that next corner, not knowing how something's gonna make you feel. I had a friend that was telling me that there's a way to get out of the lease because they didn't disclose this to me, and I really thought about that, whether I was going to run from this fear or to stay, and I decided to stay. Fear does still creep in, but I want to be somebody who isn't afraid and who doesn't run from things, and this was a kind of a funny way to show that, but more for myself, that I wasn't going to be afraid, that I wasn't gonna run away.